Hey guys, it's Brandon Miniman from PocketNow.com, and in this video we're going to show you the dual SIM card functionality of the Acer DX900. So this will actually allow you to have two phone lines on one device, and we're going to go through that now. So far I haven't installed a second SIM card, and let me show you what it looks like. If we look in the upper right corner, and this device runs SPB Mobile Shell, we'll see a 1 and a 2. The 1 is the SIM card that has the internet connection, and then the 2 is the auxiliary SIM card that will only make phone calls. So if we go back to the home screen, we can actually see more about this. It says no SIM 2, and up here at the top there's a little SIM card picture with an X that has a number 2, implying that you do not have the second SIM card installed. So I'm going to get it installed, and I'll show you what that looks like in a sec. Okay, here we are behind the battery, and there are two SIM card slots, so I put one in one and one in the other. Alright, so now we have both SIM cards in the device, and let me show you how this operates. Basically, there are two fronts that this works. Phone calls and text messages, right? Because text messages actually go through your SIM card rather than through the internet data plan that you have. So I'm going to turn on the device, and the first thing that you'll notice here in Mobile Shell, in the upper right corner, we have two system notifications, or two network notifications. Two is actually the auxiliary SIM card, or the secondary one that doesn't have any internet data, and number 1 is the main SIM card that does do the internet data. And you can see individually which one has the signal strength, and it's kind of interesting because both cards that are in right now are on the same network, and yet one card has a lower signal strength than the other, which is kind of strange. And by the way, in theory, you could have a T-Mobile SIM card in here and an AT&T SIM card in here. There's nothing keeping it from doing that as long as they operate on the correct frequencies. So we're going to go out of this screen and go over here, and we can see the two names of the two networks that we're using. Now what happens if you want to make a call? Well, just like on any Windows mobile device, you press the call start button and you're taken to the dialer. But what's different here is that there is a Talk 1 and a Talk 2 button. So quite simply, if you want to use line 2 or the auxiliary phone, you would dial the number, press Talk 2. Simultaneously, if you want to use the main SIM card, you press Talk 1. It's very simple. But what about when you get a call in? How do you know which line it's coming in on? Well, I'll call my device now and you'll see how that looks. Cut out part of this. Alright, so it's dialing. I'm just going to cover up the screen for security. And what you see, it says phone 1 at the top. And so just like we had when we were making a call, when we receive a call, line 1 or 2 is designated by the number 1 or the number 2, and that is how you determine between the two lines. Now, when you're making a text message, you actually get a choice on whether you want to send it out on the first SIM card or the second SIM card. So I'm going to go into the messaging application. And here's something that's kind of neat. You probably can't see it. Let me zoom in on the screen, but you can actually keep track of which account you're using to send the text messages. For example, on this one from John Rettinger, there's a 1, but on this one from this guy up here, there is a 2. And that's how you know who you are getting the message from. So if I tap on this person and I reply, and I type a message, and I click send, I get an option to use SIM card 1 or SIM card 2. So overall, I'm generally impressed with how well the Acer DX900 can handle two phone lines, whether it's receiving a call and being able to tell which phone line it's going to, or making a call and being able to tell the phone whether you want to go on line 1 or line 2. That said, it would be nice to be able to differentiate better between line 1 and line 2. Perhaps the device could allow you to designate a word like home, work, personal, business, so that you know you're getting a phone call to your business phone rather than to line 2. So if you're looking for a two-line, two-SIM card device, you don't have many choices. And though the Acer DX900 does a really good job at handling two phone lines at once, as we're going to find out later in the software tour, this device has issues with software in terms of lagginess of software and other build quality issues that we're going to talk about. So we'll be back next with the software tour. That's it for now.